gonna run off. So could you take this thing off? It makes me feel like a criminal.
Feel like a criminal?
Okay. Maybe what I did was wrong, but like, we were a perfect team, don't you think? When we kicked that big dude's butt, I thought, yeah, we would make a great combo. So, where's X been lately? I haven't seen him around.
Sit tight. He's just beyond this door. Here he is.
Nice work, Zero.
So, you're the one who caused all this trouble.
I guess so. I had no idea they'd send that kind of gear after us.
Gear? Who's after you?
I left Red Alert. Believe it or not, I'm a hunter.
Red Alert? You mean that gang of wannabe vigilantes?
Do you realize how much damage your internal bickering has caused?
I apologize for that, but I had to leave. As for what happened as a result, that's the way it goes.
That's the way it goes? Do you have any idea?
X, cool it. All right, Axl. Why don't you start by telling us why you left?
Red Alert changed. They're no better than murderers now. They used me. We used to only attack the bad guys, but not anymore. I couldn't take it.
They're going to come for Axl, no doubt.
This is our chance. Red Alert has caused us far too much trouble.
How can you say that? If we fight, we'll fall right into their hands. We can't allow this madness to continue.
I know what you mean, X, but we can't talk them out of this. Sometimes fighting is the only choice.
That's quite enough! You need to back off and pay the dues for your crimes! Alia, what happened?
Unidentified transmission. Feeding to monitor.
You getting this, hunters? I'm Red, leader of your friends here at Red Alert. I never imagined our little friend would end up in your hands, but in any case, I want Axl back. Now, don't you worry. I know he won't come back easily. So how about this? Like you, we're hunters. We've trashed our share of Mavericks. So how about a duel? A duel to determine who the real Maverick hunters are. I'm sure you won't mind if we use the Mavericks that we've captured so far. So the last one standing wins. If we lose, we'll surrender Axl to you. And if we win, well, we'll leave that to your imagination.
You've got to be kidding! Axl has nothing to do with us! We won't fight the likes of you for his sake!
Well, pretty big talker for a retiree. We could care less about deadbeats like you. We just want Axl. He is there, isn't he? Now, you just sit tight, my boy.
They're already on the move. Mavericks are showing up across the map. I'll check for damage.
I'm sorry. This is all my fault.
Well, this is turning into a real mess.
X, you said I need to pay my dues, right? So make me a Maverick hunter. Me and Zero make a great team, and together we could take care of Red Alert.
Are you mad? You have no business as a hunter.
I'm serious. It would be a perfect chance to make up for my wrongdoing.
If you had just gone back, the problem would have been solved. But I can see that won't be happening.
Right. These aren't run-of-the-mill criminals. They won't listen to reason. And even if Axl did go back, which he won't, would they stop their misdeeds? I don't think so.
Zero, you're my hero. Hey, I knew you'd understand. I always thought you and X were so cool. I want to fight. I want to be a Maverick hunter.
Not just anybody can become a hunter, kid.
We're not getting anywhere with this. I'm ready to go.
No, wait.
I'm going by myself. As for you, you can do as you please.
Yeah. X, if I catch all the bounty hunters, you've got to promise me you'll let me be a Maverick hunter.
Talk is cheap. Prove it to me first. And don't forget this.
Okay, I won't let you down.
Another pointless conflict has begun.
X, don't overthink this. This time our only choice is to fight.
We've made this mistake time and time again. Why must Reploids continue this accursed cycle of aggression?
Win! Crowang!
Okay, now we're back, and now we're going after Win Crowang. And right off the bat, like, I can't be the only one who thinks this is a Sonic Adventure stage, right? Like, whenever I see the beginning of the stage and the music, I think of Sky Chase Zone from Sonic Adventure 1, where you're on the tornado. That's what I get. You know, a lot of people get vibes from this, and I agree. In fact, I honestly think this should have been a level concept for Sonic Adventure 1. I mean, I know I'm throwing a random tangent here, but just hear me out. And as we rescue that Reploid there, we're gonna need a lot of those, trust me on that, because, like, don't you think a stage like this would have been more exciting for Sonic Adventure 1, rather than just doing the same mission twice in Sonic and Tails' story? Because there was a boss fight that was omitted in the game. It was a three-headed dragon, I believe, a mechanical dragon that was omitted from the game. You know, but something like this where you're on Eggman's fleet, you know, going from ship to ship, taking out enemies. I think that would have been a fun concept. I think Sonic Heroes had something like that with Egg Fleet. You know, that's more of the vibes I get out of this stage when you think about it. You know, because right there, because the Egg Fleet and Sonic Hero Armada. So he does have a larger base, and you do get that heart piece right there. Thankfully, I got it. Yeah, so that's enough Sonic talk for right now. I mean, I will break out of tangents here and there because this game is boring to play at times. And the one thing I did do for the sake of this Let's Play, I did increase the speed of this game by a little bit, so it's not completely sluggish like it would normally be. So don't think that I used any fancy tricks or anything like that. No, I'm telling you right now that I did increase the fast forwarding feature a little bit. So just for the sake of getting things moving along, because X7 is a slow-paced game, and I don't want to keep you guys waiting here any longer than you should, and we're already done with the first of 3 areas. Alright, and that's cool, standing on that plane, all badass, and now we transition into the next area. And like I said, I do edit out the load screens, so the load screens alone take at least like maybe a minute to load, and that's just atrocious. Like that's one of the main reasons I don't like, I don't like, physical media discs, as opposed to just having everything on a cartridge. Because one of the myths about cartridges was that you had a game that had no load times, and when you had a CD or a ROM, it does have load times. Games like on the PlayStation 1 or 2, you had so many load times that were atrocious. I understand that. Like again, that's another tangent. So yeah, now we're taking on enemies here. Now we go into basically the last part, which is right here. Now we're inside the battleship, so that's really cool. Yeah, so obviously what I was trying to say is, if you want to unlock X, you have to rescue 64 Reploids, or basically pass all 8 stages and get to the castle stages. But the problem is, by that point, you know, you'll already nab all the upgrades, all the hard tanks, you know, sub-tanks and everything, so what's the point? So, you're probably wondering, is it worth it rescuing 64 Reploids to unlock X? Well, to me personally, yes. Because X is really broken in this game, believe it or not. His Mega Buster Shot is so overpowered. You know, it reminds me of Mega Man 5, when you think about it, on classic Mega Man. Like, the Buster Shot is so overpowered, you don't need no other weapons, trust me on this. And you get the Glide Armor, which, it's a unique armor. I mean, it lets you glide, obviously, it's cool and all, and its Giga Attack is cool. And the one thing I do love about X7, that it did go back to the old formula, where you don't need, you know, to get all the pieces in order for the armor to work. The armor works immediately just by getting the pieces, just like in Mega Man X1 through X4 logic. So yeah, but right now we're not going to show off X until we rescue all the Reploids. So that's why I'm going this route right now with Crowang, or if I mispronounce it. You know, it's a tongue twister. What can you do? So yeah, obviously this side you have a couple Reploid hidden here, and another area to the far left you do have the Dr. Light capsule in the same stage, but unfortunately you have to get it as X. Which sucks, by the way. Like, why? Why can't I get it as Zero or Axl? You see, like, right there, there's the Dr. Light capsule, but I can't access it. I need X for that. And unfortunately, they follow that same formula with X8. Capcom, if you're going to release X9, or at the time of this recording, if you're going to release X9, please fix that mechanic where X or Zero, or anybody else who's our ally, could retrieve the Dr. Light capsule. I hate the fact that I have to be X for that.
Before I destroy you, let me ask you a question. What is your real purpose? It can't just be getting Axl back.
I want to see... See if the Reploid that fascinated him so was really all that great. So, let's see what you're worth. Warning!
Alright, yeah, I transitioned there because I want you to listen to the boss dialogue also. I also added that feature in, so I hope you all enjoy that dialogue feature. So every time I zone in before we get to a boss fight, that's because we're gonna hear the boss dialogue. So that's really cool. So we are gonna listen to the dialogue from all the boss fights and all the main bad guys. So I hope you all enjoy that, especially for that one infamous boss fight, and you know which one I'm talking about. I want to save that as a surprise for all of you, because you're all gonna love that part. Oh, trust me, you're gonna love it. Yeah, so when Crowang, this boss fight can be challenging, because the unique thing about this boss fight is he can shoot at you. You can fire at a Z-axis in this game, because it is a 3D game. So if you're fighting this boss fight with X, you can actually shoot him at a diagonal, like if he's flying in that pattern, you can actually shoot him in a diagonal. And plus his Mega Buster automatically homes in on him because it has an auto lock feature, almost similar to Axl when he fires his pellet shots. Yeah, so Zero is more combat oriented, and he has his double jump and everything. But you know, Zero still takes damage like he normally would, because apparently, you know, Zero's armor isn't as strong as X or Axl's. So you have to compensate for something. Yeah, so this boss fight, it could give you... Just be careful not to fall off the edge, obviously. You know, it's really easy to dodge his attacks here and there if you know what you're doing. You know, I'm just switching back and forth right now because I'm a little paranoid right now, because if I lose one of my characters, I have to redo the whole boss fight, and Zero got so much knockback. Damn it, I'm almost dead. So I'm just going to stick to Axl for the rest of the fight at least. Axl still has full health. Well, I said that until I got fucking hit in this boss fight. Oh, it's give me some trouble here. Alright, just shoot him down. He's doing that dive attack. Yeah, so these boss fights could give you a run for your money, even with their weaknesses. You know, some of these bosses do have Spark Mandrill Syndrome. Some do, some don't. You know, now he's doing his sniper attack, I guess. I really don't know the name of all these weapons, because a lot of these weapons are just crap. They fall into Mega Man 5 territory when you think about it. You know, but, you know, I think like one or two are useful. Come on, get over here, you bastard. There you go. Now you're dead. Alright, Zero to the rescue. Alright, that's one down. Hope you all enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next area.
I forgot to tell you. This is the reason I ran away from Red Alert. Because I can copy the shape and abilities of Reploids. But it's far from perfect. Even with the copy shot, I can only copy the form of Reploids my own size. For the rest, it's only possible to copy their abilities.
Where did you learn such a skill?
That's the thing. Even I don't know where I picked this up.
You don't know? How could you not know?
Dunno. I don't remember. Red found me, and I've been defeating enemies ever since.